In the glittering world of high fashion, where beauty is often skin-deep, some stories cut deeper. This is not just the tale of a supermodel. This is the story of a girl from the streets of Nizhny Novgorod who rose to global fame and used her voice to change lives. This is Natalia Vodianova. Natalia Mikhailovna Vodianova was born on February 28, 1982, in Gorky, Russia, now known as Nizhny Novgorod. Her early life was marked by hardship. Raised in poverty by a single mother, Natalia's childhood was shaped by adversity and responsibility. She wasn't just a child, she was a caregiver. Her younger sister, Oksana, had cerebral palsy, and Natalia often had to protect her from the cruel world outside. These challenges taught her resilience, compassion, and a determination that would carry her far beyond her surroundings. Even at a young age, Natalia dreamed of something bigger. But in a society where opportunity was scarce, it seemed impossible, until one moment changed her life. At 15, Natalia enrolled in a local modeling school, not knowing this would be the first step toward global stardom. 1 year later, while working at a market stall, she was discovered by a French scout. With barely any English, no passport, and very little money, she moved to Paris, a place that would become the gateway to the fashion world. Paris welcomed her raw, unconventional beauty. She had a look the industry couldn't ignore, ethereal, emotive, and completely unique. Natalia quickly caught the attention of top designers and photographers, working for Gucci, Calvin Klein, and Yves Saint Laurent. Her ascent was meteoric. Within a few short years, she graced the covers of Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and Vanity Fair, becoming one of the most sought-after models of her generation. Natalia's work was hypnotic, graceful, confident, and effortless. But it wasn't just her beauty that mesmerized, it was the sense of strength beneath the elegance. She became a face of Calvin Klein, appearing in legendary campaigns that cemented her status. With over 200 runway shows and dozens of campaigns, Natalia was no longer just a model, she was a fashion icon. But Natalia was never content with being admired for her looks alone. She had seen real suffering. And she knew her fame gave her a platform few others had. In 2004, inspired by her sister and her own difficult childhood, Natalia launched the Naked Heart Foundation. The goal was simple: to create safe and inclusive play spaces for children and to support families of children with disabilities. She personally oversaw the building of hundreds of playgrounds across Russia, many in impoverished communities. Natalia became a powerful advocate for children with special needs, challenging the stigma that still surrounds disability in many parts of the world. Her philanthropy wasn't performative, it was personal. She had lived it. And now, she was changing it. In 2001, Natalia married British aristocrat Justin Portman. The couple had 3 children and were often seen as a modern-day fairytale. But their marriage ended in 2011. Natalia was open about the pain and complexity of balancing love, career, and motherhood. Later, she found love again with Antoine Arnault, CEO of Belushi and son of luxury mogul Bernard Arnault. Together, they have 2 sons and continue to be one of Europe's most influential couples in fashion and philanthropy. Despite her celebrity, Natalia has always tried to maintain privacy. She rarely engages in drama, choosing instead to lead by quiet example, graceful in the public eye, deeply committed in her private efforts. Today, Natalia Vodianova is more than a model. She's a UN Goodwill ambassador, a tech entrepreneur supporting inclusive design, and a powerful voice for women and children. She has spoken at the United Nations, advocated for menstrual equity, and supported countless health and education initiatives. Brands see her not just as a model, but as a role model. Her story is a beacon to young women everywhere. You can rise from struggle. You can succeed with empathy. And you can use beauty as a tool for impact, not just admiration. From poverty to power. From street vendor to supermodel. From sister to social reformer. Natalia Vojanova is not just a name in fashion. She is a force for change. Call to action. If you were inspired by Natalia's journey, subscribe to Model Muse. Because behind every icon is a story worth telling. And some, like Natalia's, are worth remembering.